If you're stuck between 3 to 10K a month and every time you scroll, there's somebody talking about a new crazy complex funnel, a new magic ads formula, or some crazy algorithm hack that you need to scale, and you're just left feeling totally confused and overwhelmed on how to actually grow your business, then make sure you watch this video until the end because I made it specifically for you. Here's what I need you to understand. The reason you're stuck is not because you didn't find the perfect funnel yet. It's because you're so busy consuming all these different strategies and advice and tips that you lost sight of the one thing that would actually change everything. And that's you. You showing up fully as yourself. You are the biggest leverage in your business. Not the fancy funnel, not the perfect ad copy, not the 47 steps email sequence. You. Today I'm showing you how to leverage just that so that you can scale past 20K a month while feeling good, while building out your vision, changing lives, and truly making an impact in this world. This is the OperateHer protocol, the exact system that I use with my clients and myself to scale with integrity, simplicity, and by being authentically ourselves. So if you're just totally tired of feeling like you need to learn one more thing before you can actually scale, and if you're exhausted of feeling like you need to implement strategies that just don't feel aligned with you or your business, and if you're ready to finally build out your empire, then keep watching. How many times have you thought, once I build a perfect funnel, then I'll scale. Once I have the perfect content strategy, then I'll be consistent. And once I have the perfect offer, then people will buy. And how many courses have you bought? And how many strategies have you tried? And how many times have you rebuilt your entire business because some random Instagram girl told you this is the best way to do it? I see this all the time. Brilliant, talented entrepreneurs who are stuck at 5, 8, 10K months or even at 0. Not because they're not smart enough, not because they're not working hard enough, but because they're so overwhelmed with what strategy or funnel to actually use to scale that they totally lost sight of their biggest asset, which is themselves. And honestly, I totally understand that because the market is just full of so many different advice that it's hard to know what to actually follow. But fundamentally, the most important strategy that you should focus on first is building trust in you as a person, because trust in an online market like today is truly the most valuable currency you can build, because this market is flooded by people who are giving false promises, scamming people, and just don't care about serving their clients. And we've all seen it. The bro scalers with their Lamborghini telling you all you need is 10K a month ad spend and some aggressive sales tactics. High pressure closes, sketchy guarantees that never hold up, and caring more about their revenue than your actual results. The complex funnel gurus who are profiting off keeping you totally confused and overwhelmed on how to scale your business, so you just go and buy more of the low ticket courses on how to do every single funnel in the world. Then we have the online scammers who are basically out there with crazy guarantees that never hold up, pressuring people on sales calls and literally promising the world and delivering nothing. This industry profits off keeping you overwhelmed, confused, and thinking that you're never good enough and that it can't be as simple as it actually is. So today I'm gonna walk you through how to actually scale your info business with integrity, simplicity, and actually building true trust in you as a person. Because I believe that your unique personality, story, values, and philosophies is way more powerful than any funnel hack. And I want to show the world that you can build a wildly profitable business without sacrificing who you are or what you believe in, and truly doing that by being a good person who is not here to hurt or exploit other people. And that's what OperateHer is about, and this protocol is built on. So if you're tired of the bro marketing BS, the overwhelming complexity, and the empty promises, you are in the right place. The truth nobody tells you is people don't buy strategies, they buy into people. They don't buy funnels or crazy algorithm hacks. They buy true transformation from a person they trust. And trust does not come from having the most optimized landing page. It comes from being real, from actually showing up as your true authentic self and sharing your story and values with the world. So think about the last time you went and bought something. Was it because their funnel was perfect, because website or landing page looked absolutely professional? Probably not. It was because you've been following that person for months, consuming their content, seeing their stories pop up, aligning with their stories and what they're teaching. And in the end, when you reached a point that you needed their help, you were just like, take my money. That doesn't come from some complex strategy. That's about connection. And this is all all what the OperateHer protocol is built on. Before I walk you through the protocol, I want you to understand the philosophy behind it. Because this isn't just another framework or strategy, it's a completely different way of thinking about your business. Most people are building tactic-first businesses. They're obsessed with what funnel to use, what ad to run, what offer to create, what platform to be on, and just constantly trying and pivoting and just trying all the new trendy stuff instead of actually going deep into the core of the business and solving the fundamentals first. Your business should be built around you, not tactics. Because when you are the foundation, everything else gets easier. Your content becomes easier because you're just being yourself. Your messaging becomes clearer because you're just not trying to sound like somebody else. And your sales become so much more natural because people already trust you. And your impact becomes so much greater because you're just magnifying the purpose you have inside of you. That's what I call leveraging you. Because in a world where everyone's copying the same funnels, running the same ads, saying the same things, being unapologetically yourself is your biggest advantage. Here's what people don't understand about scaling. People don't buy because you convince them. They buy because they trust you. And the trust to buy is built on 3 pillars. First of all, trust in you as a person. Do they like you as a person? Do they connect to your story? Do they resonate with your values? And do they feel like you actually get them? That's really one of the most important parts. When people actually trust you as a person and really get this feeling of like, whoa, I love this person. I love binging their content and I really feel like this is just my online friend, basically. That's when you can literally sell them anything. It doesn't matter if you pivot your offer or change your strategies. People trust you as a person, and that's truly the biggest business advantage you can have in this world, because they need to actually desire the outcome that you are giving them. So basically what they get from your actual offer. Then they need to have a trust in the path to get to that transformation. So do they actually have conviction that your method, that your philosophies will actually work for them and help them take them to where they want to go? So many people are so focused on talking about their 12-week program, their method, and just talking about their offer all the time. But the truth is, if you don't actually build that trust in you as a person, people will never buy. Even if your method is the best in the world or promising they'll make 10K in one day, people won't buy if they don't actually trust you. And that's why the OperateHer protocol is all about you, because you're the foundation of all 3 pillars. So now that you understand the philosophy behind it all, let me walk you through the actual protocol. This is the exact system that my clients use to scale without complex funnels, overwhelming themselves or losing themselves in the process. It is simple, sustainable, and it works. It can truly scale you from absolute zero even to 100K a month. So let's get into the OperateHer protocol, the exact 7 steps you need to scale your business, whether that's from absolute zero, already at 10K, or even at 20K already. This system works all the way. First of all, your business needs 1 strong positioned offer. Not 10 offers, not 5 offers, 1. This is the offer that solves 1 painful problem for a specific audience with 1 clear transformation. Many people get confused here on what it means to actually niche down. It's not about niching down on demographics. It's about actually solving this 1 problem and building your business around that. So usually the way I do it with high-ticket coaches is we start off with your one-on-one offer, and then your product should solve this problem the best way possible. And this is not saying that you can't do it in different ways. This is all about building different offer shelves around the same problem, the same transformation, and the same audience. So you can have low ticket offers, resources, video courses around this offer, solving this problem with this same transformation, but with a lower access to you. You can have a group community where you're helping people solve this problem with a bit more access to you, or you can solve it with your one-on-one coaching offer, for example, that is your high ticket offer. So there's many ways you can structure it while still keeping your business the same, because having 1 clear problem, audience, and transformation is going to affect the rest of your business. Because now that you have your offer, you need to have people actually discover and trust you. And this is where your messaging and branding comes in your content. It's all about truly speaking to the audience you're here to serve, and that's why it's so important to know the problems they're facing and what they desire to achieve. That way we can structure the whole content and your ecosystem around that. One thing that helps me a lot when I'm creating content for my audience is thinking about a specific specific coach, a specific person that I worked with in the past or I'm currently working with, that's truly my dream customer. And then I think about all the problems and pain points that they have been expressing to me, and I make content around that. And also thinking about the language that they are actually using, because oftentimes as the expert, we are using way more complicated terms and describing things differently than our actual audience is doing in their own words. So think about how your clients are expressing themselves to you. What words are they using? How are they describing their pain? And we create all of the content around that. And making sure that we're always going to their pain points, problems, and always directing it to our specific solution and to the core problem, helping them realize what these pains are coming from and how to solve them. And you don't need to overwhelm yourself by being on all of the platforms. You literally just need Instagram and YouTube. Then it's of course really good if you can cross-post all of your short form content on other platforms, for example YouTube Shorts and TikTok. But overall, what you really need is Instagram and YouTube. Instagram for getting more traffic, building out your landing page and messaging with people, and then YouTube for the deeper nurture where people can truly get to know you even more and build that trust with you. And when it comes to your content, you're not here to look at what other people are doing and trying to copy them. Your content and your online persona should be built around you as a person and basically creating an extension of you where you can reach even more people in this world to grow your impact. So when we put our content out there, that's when we start getting traffic, because without actual traffic, nobody's gonna actually see what you can do for them. So of course we want the organic content where we're posting content, hoping the algorithm likes it, and also having that on our page to nurture people. But we also need some predictable traffic coming into our business, because after all, we're not here to just be some influencers that have some posts go viral sometimes. We're here to build an actual business, and that means our traffic needs to be consistent, predictable, and reliable. And when I'm saying that we need to use some paid predictable traffic in your business, setting up paid ad systems, then I don't mean that you need to put 10K a day on your ads. It's really taking you far with starting off with a small initial amount from the start. What this means is you're gonna start getting predictable traffic to your Instagram page, knowing that you're, for example, getting around 10 leads a day, and many of them won't convert instantly, but this is a long-term play as well. Some of them will convert instantly, but some of them will convert some weeks, some months from now, because what happens when they get to your ecosystem, to your profile page, is that they hit follow and they basically start watching your content and also keep watching your content as the times goes on. I've had a client have a 20x return on ad spend, going from absolute 0 to 4K in 30 days, and literally just spending $100 on ads. Because it's not just about building a crazy ad system, it's actually having the right foundations in place where we direct the traffic. So obviously your Instagram page usually where people can keep getting nurtured. So that's why it's so important that we keep nurturing our audience through our stories, through posting content like Reels and YouTube videos, and basically keeping them in our world and keep showing up in front of them so they always have us on our minds. Just imagine the people that you're following on Instagram that you just keep seeing pop up. For example, for me, it's Shelby's app. I see her reels every single day. I see her stories, I see her masterclasses, and I'm just like, wow, if I ever wanted to invest in a high ticket coaching, it might be her, because she's the one that I see every single day on my feed, and she's showing up as the person that can solve my problems. And that's what you want to be in your market. You want to nurture your leads so good that when they're in so much pain, when they are waking up thinking, I need to solve this right now, they think about you. They go and message you because they want your help to fix that. And from there, when people are being nurtured, you have people in your world and they keep seeing you every single day, you're just that annoying person showing up on their feed every day, then we need to connect with them. Because the truth is, most people won't actually take that first step of reaching out to you. But there's so many people out there that if you went ahead and reached out to them, they would just open up to you and you are the person in front of them in that pain, that they would go ahead and buy your service or basically book a call with you. It's usually just as simple as using a simple DM funnel. Reach out to people, talk with them, start conversations. It's really that simple. We don't need any crazy complex funnels and thinking about all the different steps and making this crazy master plan. No, we're all humans. We're all humans that have problems sometimes and want help with that. And how do we find out if somebody has a problem we can solve? We start a conversation with them. So it doesn't have to feel so crazy like this online marketing market and this online world is so different than the real one. Just think of these people as humans, not just some leads, some robot leads. These are human beings having their own lives, having their own struggles, and they love talking with people that can solve their problems. And then you need to have the right closing mechanism in your business. It really does matter how you actually close people. And when you're just starting out, it usually comes to closing people on sales calls. I know that we all dream about having a business where we can close people on high ticket deals on just a landing page. This is what I often see these complex funnel girls talk about, how you can just create crazy landing page and direct people to this landing page from traffic, from ads directly. But the truth is there's just many components that come into what closing mechanism to use in your business. And oftentimes when it comes to selling high ticket offers, for example, we do need to close people on a call. But when you actually have great client results, a lot of proof of your concept, a very strong ecosystem where you're nurturing people very efficiently and building a lot of trust, there will come a day where you will be able to close people in your DMs or through offer docs, for example, just sending your offer in the DMs, having them buy it right there. But it's really important that you use the right closing mechanism from where you're at right now. But overall, closing people on your offer should not feel like manipulating them or pressuring them or pushing them into something they don't need. You are there to show them what you can do for them and how you can solve their problems. But when you build your whole business around you and people trust you, the sales part feels very natural because you are just there to serve them and they already trust you. And the closing becomes so much easier when you actually have a very strong ecosystem in place. People are coming there already ready to buy with you. And then comes your most important part, how you actually serve people. We are here to truly change people's lives, make a big impact, and truly deliver from our heart. And that's when we actually can grow our business even more. You should never neglect your client delivery just to scale your business, because the truth is, if you really want to scale, you should focus on your clients, bringing them the best service ever and truly being able to change their lives that way. Because scaling is not just about getting new clients, it's actually about keeping the ones we have and increasing the lifetime value with each of them. So that's why we want to make sure that we have a high retention rate and basically have clients re-sign with us as much as possible. So I want you to always go back to your actual offer, think about what can you add to actually make it even better, how can I serve our clients even more, and actually ask them for feedback. This is something I see so many people missing. It's actually crazy. You need to ask your clients for feedback. Don't be scared. Go and ask them for feedback. And if you're not sure what to ask your clients to get the best responses possible to be able to grow your business even more and get them even better results, I have a free resource down below in the description that you can grab. It's literally a list with a few questions that you can ask your clients and literally copy paste into your chat so you can grow your business even more and truly make sure that you have the best product ever. And maybe you've been thinking, I have been showing up as myself, I've tried being authentic and it didn't work. But here's the thing, being yourself on its own is not enough to actually scale your business, even though it's a huge fundamental part of it. You do also need a simple system and a few components to actually scale, which I went through with you right now. So having a strong offer, having a good messaging that actually hits, having consistent predictable traffic and the right conversion and closing mechanisms, and also creating the best product ever, serving your clients so deeply that they just wanna buy again and again and tell everyone else to buy. And that's why the OperateHer protocol works, because it's not just be yourself and hope. No, it's be yourself and build one simple system around that. And when you actually do that, scaling becomes inevitable. And this is exactly how I helped Angie go from absolute zero to $11,000 in her first 30 days as a new UGC coach, and also helped Adonis go from 0 to 4K in his first 30 days as an online fitness coach, as well as supporting a bunch of other amazing, beautiful clients build out their visions and truly scale with peace. And these are just people that are amazing at what they do, who just got the right systems to actually be able to scale. And I don't think you started your business to stay stuck at 5K months forever, or start this to constantly feel like you're doing it wrong, feeling overwhelmed, and that you're just one strategy away from finally making it work. You started this because you want to change people's lives and truly make an impact in this world and build an empire. And the truth is, it doesn't have to take years. It can go way faster with the right systems in place. It's not about hustling harder or finding a new amazing trendy funnel. It's about showing up fully as yourself, building something real, and truly serving your clients. And that's why I created the OperateHer protocol, not just around building a business, but by truly building your empire, your vision, and your impact in this world. So if you're tired of consuming strategy after strategy and you're ready to implement something that actually works by leveraging yourself as the biggest asset in your business and ready to scale that past 20K a month while actually staying true to your vision and actually loving the process, then first of all, subscribe to this channel so you can keep seeing videos like this and learn even more. Follow me on Instagram as well because I'm way more active there. And if you're interested to learn more about the OperateHer formula, you can DM me Impact on Instagram and I can personally show you how that could look like in your business and where it can take you. Thank you for watching this video and can't wait to see you in the next one.